Alright, so let's start again with a new campaign, and we're going to have two main objectives, which is to become the cultural hegemon as well as the diplomatic hegemon, as you can see in the latest part of the game. And also we're going to expand our empire, which is going to jump from kingdom to empire into the inland provinces through the maritime provinces and naval values. So we're going to get from the naval values into the land. And if you haven't seen the first part of this campaign with a unique government reform that allows us to get max control, and if you want to see what happened in the last video, go check it out. It's going to be in the link down below. The formation of the Saren is giving us some very nice bonuses. About is tolerance of the true faith +1 and clergy state satisfaction equilibrium +5, which is absolutely massive. So we are going to be able to tax them a little bit more, or we can choose until the end of the game Hungu, which is going to give centralization plus increase plus 0.1, or we move basically centralization or tolerance of a true faith. You know what, I'm actually going to go for this to keep our clergy high, because a happy clergy gives us more monthly research progress, as you can see. What about lumber? Yeah, let's expand these a little bit everywhere. We have nearly 100 centralization, which is giving us nearly 4950 plus 50 centralization, which is massive. Because I'm choosing the build roads, I get building gravel cost minus 20% and building time also. And actually I should use this to get a claim on Yalu, for example, in the mountains. And that's it. Yeah, we're gonna lose some stability. Ooh, we got power projection. Yeah, these automatic government functions. We are strengthening government, which we don't need now. So we can change this to encourage urbanization. For example, here 5,000. Oh my god, why is it so expensive? We need paper, lumber. Yeah, let's see if we can get it a little bit cheaper. And for that we need scriptorians, but scriptorians need masonry also. Well, scriptorium gives books. We need paper. Ooh. My heir is absolutely awesome and I don't want him to die, so let's diffuse the attention and do whatever it takes to save him, basically. Paper and masonry. Culture capacity +1, that is nice. Alright, so the masonry is instantly giving us a discount. We should build maybe another one here, here and here, and the rest for books. No, papers, sorry. We need more paper. Yes, yes. Let's get more naval. We are already at 85 with this change. Ooh, nice. We finish a weapon thanks to our artist. Yeah, now that I have high crown power, I want to focus on more trade, because the crown power directly affects the amount of trade power that you have. So in innovative wave, absolutely what is giving this? Monthly research, institution growth, and innovative monthly progress. Lovely. What I could use is some market expansion. It's gonna get trade maintenance minus 25. This is a government reform, national assemblies. It's actually pretty good. We need more possible reforms. That's what we need. Very good. We get rush of merchants, which gives trade capacity +25%, and is giving us an income of 100. We need more towns. So iron and copper are super important. I think it's also, if you have a lot, you can kind of miss it. For example, amber, I'm not going to build a city because I need full capacity, as well as iron. Actually gold I have a lot, here and here also. What about pepper? Yeah, I can make a couple of cities with pepper. Let's go first with the coast. Main thing, they can make us a tributary. Well, actually, let's see what they have. Population of 73. We have just 2 million. 5,000 income tax. 800. Fuck. This is... I mean, they could. Yeah, absolutely they could. That's why now that they are in a war, yeah, I need more provinces and more vassals and everything. And I have a lot of guys here doing nothing. I could assimilate provinces. So yeah, I think it's time. I'm gonna create another city and we are gonna be done. For example, cotton is already a city. What about salt? Yeah, a little bit of salt. Okay, but it needs to be May also because this is mountains and we cannot move there. So army maintenance up. We have full manpower. We have 3,000. Okay, why don't we make more armored horses? There we go. And let's start building a spy network on them. Okay, and let's rest our fleet a little bit. All right, and all crown members in position. Are you coming? Yes, you are. We shall be one nation. We get 3 Eastern Buddhists, 11, 3, 627, and 5. So, okay, Yahoo. Alright. What do you mean? I have a claim. Did I? Oh my god, no. This cannot be possible. Did it just run out? Are you kidding me? We're not attacking today because we don't have a claim. The tribe of Manchu. They have formed Manchu, which is not good for us. But their professional army is very low. And the levies, we can massacre them with just these guys. So, you know, let's get some more armor horses around. Alright, 3 more. Alright, I'm making claims manually. So that should do. Alright, very good. Ooh, we can take an institution. Pike and shot. What if we switch a little bit our lumber output? I would love this so much. And books production. What is this? Printing press. Very nice. Remote institution also. That's nice. Pike and shot. If I do this, how much is it going to take? 28 turns. Well, 28 advances. Yeah, but the ones that I put were extremely important, I believe. Yeah, crowsmen. We need to catch up. Maybe we don't need the slave center. Yeah, we need cannons. For Christ's sake, we don't have cannons yet. Hulk, we don't need hulks for now. As well, we don't need mercenary units. Yes, we're gonna get correction change and some other very good bonuses. Are you kidding me? They allied Ashikaga. Okay, we need to upgrade our troops because we are not gonna be able to defeat them unless we upgrade those. Alright, lumber is at max production. We just need... So everybody is against me. We have reached 1,000 base stacks in 1466. Legumes, sturdy grains. Yes, I can use this. Increase opinion, absolutely. But if I fabricate a casus belli now on you? No, doesn't matter because I already have those. And in 3 years we can declare war and I can use the prosperity in the sturdy grains province. So what is the situation? Yeah, I'm missing some. I'm not gonna lose stability for stupid karma. Alright, some cavalry 188. What about this? 150. There's gonna be a massive increase. Right, what's going on here? Let's support loyalist. Let's improve the rest of the army. Let's build at least 2 cannon makers. And we have a new king, a super awesome king. Look, 100 Diplo and 62. That is marvelous. Let's see if we can do, yes, we can do the expensive education for the time being. Who wants? Alright, just around Kyoto. So I don't care, let's choose a couple of these. Ooh, we can have cannons now. Let's build as much as we can. Alright, we have an heir. 000 is a child, so don't expect much. Okay, I'm gonna get the institution, and this is gonna jump from 2.3, yeah, this is nice, to 2.36. So a little progress has been made. So the province war score is gap 10. So once we get it, we should be fine. So let's do this, guys. Alright, so this is the situation. Manchu against North Korea, basically, and also Ashikaga. Let's immediately raise levies. And what do they have? I have 49 ships, it doesn't say, and they have 46. You know, I could build, for example, some heavy ships and change their mission just in our coastline. Yeah, that should be fine. Ooh, our ruler gets blockade efficiency plus 25, which is just what he is doing. Yeah, navally we are winning, at least. Our spy network, it gives siege progress. Okay, what happened? We took Musan, which is this one. Okay, maybe it's a good time. We can see what our army is worth. Reinforcements are coming. We are losing some men, but we are replenishing the units and the troops. Alright, 9,000 units. Let's see what can we do. Let's actually rebalance these units a little bit. Boom, absolute stack wipe. Absolute destruction. Another stack wipe. Actually, Kaga has proclaimed a diplomatic hegemon. Okay, let's see if we can defend this fort. These are levies, so maybe we can win. But not with reinforcements, I believe. They have much less discipline and similar morale, but we have more. Is this Manchu? No, this is us. Actually, not that bad, actually. Okay, let's retreat. I don't want to lose many men. Actually, it would be better to attack this, because I could force them to leave the siege over this province. And they took it. They took it just before. They quit. They have lost more than I. Alright, we have reached 100% centralization. The slave conversion law policy. Let's have the same religion. Alright, now they have more morale. And much more discipline. How did they do that? Yeah, but we broke the center. So now they should all infantry power plus 10% thanks to our trade. We took one fort in Jiangsu, so it is not going well. Basically, we are barely defending. We have a positive war score. This shows superiority casus belli, but still, it is really hard right now. And we run out of manpower. I'm losing population. My base tax is 600. Oh my god. This war is depleting my economy. Population, oh my god. These flipping tribes here, Manchu, they are strong. I need to do something. Okay, I'm gonna stop this war probably. Yes, I don't want to, but my economy needs it. It's 1480. We still have time. But Tribe of Manchu, it is hard. Yeah, this is the end. Okay, let's finish the war here. Can we do this one? No, but we're gonna be able to do it soon. Yeah, and I want to repay some loans that I took, of course. Super important, because this increases, well, you know, here the crown power. Yeah, thank god my professional armies are killing everyone. And also I'm lacking food, losing population. What are they doing all the way up here? Stack wipe. And yeah, a defeat. Just follow these guys. They are going actual crazy. Okay, why not? Let's take this piece of land and this other one with a fort. No money and all the treaties with Ashikaga. This is gonna be the way I recover some population that I've lost. Not much. Let's integrate these provinces, and that should be it. Now, with the money, do we have any loans left? Yes, one. Let's finish this. So, crown, we need to fix. Because we also lost the navy in the war. So, first thing is get a navy. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Let's start with barracks, because the control that we have is 50, so we need to improve this. Now the second thing that we need to do is deal with the vassals. Okay, there, and all the armies come around. The other thing is that, for example, in our cabinet we only need crown members, which we have a lot. Can we do another one? Yes, we can put this one. What about our heir? It's already 17. Yeah, we need the peace, because population is starting to reflow to our country. How much economy do you actually have? With 300, but a very strong army, because they have a lot of cavalry. And because we are centralized, we have -20 loyalty of our subjects, and we cannot even fix it with that. Ooh, and we actually need to spend money on food, so our country is having deficits. So let's go to goods. I don't know, let's go to rice, for example. Like, this is food, right? Yes, not the best, but it's good. Okay, so this corner is very productive in terms of food. We should keep an eye on that. We are now paying 68. Oof, our army is 30 ducats. That is expensive. And we need more manpower. Yeah, I don't want to lose stability, but what we have now, metal coinage, which gives... Yeah, this is not really good. Where the hell is Northern Yuan right now? If I have a positive opinion of these guys, I can get trade efficiency positive balance. If for the time, let's put these guys to patrol the seas, not in Japan, but in Korea, and then on Japan, and also here. We need more food. You can save up to 50 ducats, which is actually a good deal. Fish and rice. Full Korean. Oh, and finally we have the queen, because we were in a regency. So I know one thing, beeswax is actually very important good. So I'm going to keep this as a rural settlement, as well as this one. We have burgers because we have a market village in this province. What do you mean there are no laborers employed? So this corner here is going to gank up my production. Let's go first with rice and fish. What level it is? Fish has a level of 5, so it's not the best. So it's better to go and expand rice. And then let's spend 700 building RGOs. Actually, I could use a little bit of crown power this time. So, easy choice. How it is our crown power? 39. Ooh, very nice. 100 admin points. And for the encourage urbanization interaction, we actually need admin, and it's not that bad. It has 70, so I could do that. Right now I'm paying just 8 ducats, so this was a good decision. Now I'm even profiting from it. Ooh, farming estates would be legumes under 30 grams. Absolutely, in Kaseong. Yes. 1000 more laborers. Does this mean expand farming cost? Yeah, can invest a little bit more in food. Let's get a little bit of profit with this. And having a surplus is going to help also increase our population. Ooh, we really need to encourage urbanization. We're missing 6,000 population, but it's not that big because this is what really matters. Sand. Is sand important? Well, actually, I hope not. I hope not. What else can we do? What do we have here? Tall Castle, Festival Grounds, Assembly, Pirate, Haven. What the hell is this? Okay, yeah, we need to make this a city. Some marketplace or something. Ooh, and also, I need irrigation. It costs just 30 ducats. Yeah. Ooh, this is nice. Books output. Lumber. Yeah, I think this... Wait a moment. There we go. Lumber output. Crown power. Efficient of our cabinet. Super important. Paved roads. This is a mast and cabinet seats as well as power projection. Let's get also max literacy. And efficient of our cabinet. Population conversion. Expand mining cost. And then we deal... Ooh, this is trades. Let's get the trade advantage. My population wants fruit. Let's see, our tax is 900, so we are close to recover. It is increasing. the maritime presence, but we need to keep building also marketplaces, libraries, scriptorium, bridges. Super important. We spend some money and we create the masterpiece of Dungun Tugan. This increases our population, assimilation, conversion, and promotion. So I'm finishing building the last. I'm gonna build a town here. I'm not even using medicaments. Well, I'm using them, but not much. Beeswax, absolutely not. Clay province, yeah, I don't think I need this. Yeah, these are super rich provinces in terms of goods. Let's build some marketplaces. While serving as a third censor in 1497, the neo-Confucian Do Il-sun, a former state historian, has proved himself to be a man willing to go great lengths in criticizing government officials and the young band elite. His many opponents have uncovered certain allusions made in his draft of the Annals of King Sejong. I'm not going to kill these chattlers. Let's go with the legitimacy. Is fast to recover it. Alright, starting to go green. Very nice. This is just what we need because we were missing 44. Oh no, I actually need one more percentage. Okay, we needed to do that because I want more armory buildings. Yes, look, this is just through naval power, because you can see now we can use maritime presence and spread the good word. Ooh, nice crown power. Oh, come on. Another 2,000 ducats. Alright, it's just so expensive and I need to save more money. Overall, basically. Right, another annexation. Which is beautiful because these are now my provinces. This one here's. Yeah, so we would need another market around here. But first we need to defeat the flipping Manchu. See their economy. Alright, yeah. Is going down. Are you at war? Yes, you are. With Upper Yemeni, but you're actually winning. Troops, you have 24. And I'm nearly replenish my foot soldiers force. And I have a spy network of 90. Just when I was talking about. Legumes and sturdy grain have just recovered from the last war between Manchu Avars and us. We have 3 times more economy than them. But it's another cabinet seat. Oh my god, what I'm gonna do with so many advisors. I can develop provinces. For example, this one, which have horses, which I only have 1 for now. Also converting all the provinces using stability, I don't need it anymore. See what the automatic cabinet member. So improving diplomatic, developing areas, and strengthening government. Yeah, actually not bad. But now that you have done that, I don't want you to change for now. They took a big chunk of land, but they have 0 control over those lands. Yeah, their proximity is trash. They have just 19,000 soldiers. We are much more stronger than them, so this is a good moment. So why don't we create a casus belli? Okay, and we stop. What are we searching? We need better units, like maybe this one. Well, infantry power and supply, because we're gonna suffer a lot in that way, as well as correction section. Oh, this is gonna be super strong. Maximum size in rurals plus 20%, and we have quite a big parts of our country which are rurals, but because we want to have a strong goods production. Okay, we have claims on our enemies in the north. You have 27,000, 3 million pups, as same as us, but we have much more. Yeah, we're slightly stronger than them, naval and military-wise. And let's get the cannons, the falconets. Let's get 6 more units, and let's get these guys into the north. Let's get more armories into our country. So with this event, we get 15 more monthly research progress. So we got like 0.2, which is nice. We have, well, where is our spy network? At 73. Alright, and if we go for claims on the province, well, the same as the other war. So 73, we should be fine this time. Let's raise all the levies. What are you doing? Are you really fighting? Yes, you are. So the situation is we have much more discipline thanks to our general's ability. Alright, now we have a crown prince which can go to our navy, and the rest members can go into the cabinet like this and like this to increase my crown power, which is sitting at 3940. Yeah. Right, it took some time, but oh my god, we can get a lot of provinces here. How are we gonna manage the rebels? Okay, let's not go that much into land. It works actually good. The crab siege is very nice. Okay, so are you willing to peace out? Maybe that's a little bit far. When you give me also war reparations, release all Goryeo slaves, as well as food access. Well, you're not gonna have any foods, and all the different treaties seize all of these lands and send peace. So our population is 39, and we're gonna have a huge increase. So we need to do a couple of things. Like the proximity in these areas is actually not that bad. So maybe I keep this and create another vassals here, for example, in the just in the second grade, not in the first line of the sea, in the second one. Also, I'm gonna help recover. Oh yeah, look, the proximity is actually pretty good. It's 29, 41. Yeah, so maybe I should create vassals in the non-proximity cores around here. I already integrate one of those vassals. But in the more north, for example here, I'm not gonna get anything. Create a subject costume here, fiefdoms. Alright, I have one there, another one here in Tumen, and here. So in this area we are losing trade market attraction. Yeah, in these lands there is barely nothing. So I'm gonna create a new market here. This is 60. Maybe I should go north. Yeah, so Liangyang creates a new market. Yeah, and we need another one here. So yeah, let's not waste time. Go market, create one here, 150. Where's my market? Where is my market? Oh yeah, it takes some time. Proximity here is pretty good. And we also need to integrate some provinces. It's a very poor node, we're getting 1 ducat. Let's see if we can improve this a little bit. What are you missing? Fruit, always fruit. Yeah, we increase ourselves significantly, so we jump quite a lot. Yeah, we are improving with all of our vassals, which now have a lot. Let's actually see if this affects decentralization. Yeah, not much. Let's see. Fiefdom subjects minus 0.2. So, and we need paved roads. Even though we're not taxing, well, if I do this, I'm maxing out with the 50%. But I actually want to keep it, well, this one I can, because they have a lot of loyalty. But for example, for the clergy, I want to be at 55, and as well as for this guy, in case something happens. And now I'm earning 192, and I have jumped to level 11 grade power. So I'm building the road from here to here. So it is actually easy to access from the other part. Now I go from here to here, and how I get there? Through this province, and through here, through there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who declared war on us? The Japanese. So what if I raise my levies and see if I'm fast enough to disembark in the Japanese lands? Okay, you know what? I don't care about this Japanese island, so what would you like? Okay, so I managed to sneak some boats. Let's see if we can... Yeah, we disembark. Now we need to win. So let's see if we can go back without getting our troops. They are winning. These are basically levies. We should try with professional ones. Yeah, it's gonna be a stuck wipe. That's so dangerous. I don't want to lose my troops. Yeah, I cannot win this war. I don't have a navy. White piece? Wow, this is wonderful. Even though they were winning. Alright, I don't know what happened, but thank God. So we need to build ships. We cannot let this happen again. Let's disband the navies and their armies. And also, now that I think about it, I'm gonna create a vassal here, because how much control I'm getting? Well, it's actually pretty good, but I think, well, let me just, because with the inspectors, it's difficult to know if this is the average control. No, the maximum control is 9. So what I'm gonna do is create fiefdom. Okay, and I want to get and change my capital to Inju. It's gonna be in the coast. So I'm gonna need 7,000. All right. So don't look, because you are not gonna like this. Let's change it here, and let's actually we're gonna need some changes with some buildings also. So what is the population? Here, just take the lines. I can't see how. Oh yeah. Ooh, stability and traditional economy and bountiful harvest, or we lose stability and we get agricultural boom for wheat output, maize and rice. It is going to push us towards capital. Well, we actually need the stability. Now also the navy, we have just 7 ships. We need to repay and build ships like crazy. What is this? More rivals. Okay, let's go for Chicago. What about Tibet? Tokort, whatever. Manchu has joined a coalition. Alright. Why don't we put our crown prince, which has naval maintenance minus 5%, and we tell our navies to patrol the seas again. 1,000 ducats. Yes, we actually need this, and we can pass the battle leadership law. So we should go for meritocratic, which increases the military tactics but decreases the satisfaction of the nobles. Yeah, and it pushed towards 3 subjects, which now we are currently pushing. We pay one more loan, which is missing 5. We soon should reach 100 maritime presence. Promote urbanization, where in Futso, which is livestock, which is a food province. Well, it's not the best, but I'm gonna take it. Okay, so maybe at the end of time it was a bad decision, because I don't know why now I cannot go for the Chinese currency. So we need to change again. Trade range use over land. I don't have knowledge if this is gonna be beneficial. Let's see if we can trade range over land. This determines the maximum distance at which a country can conduct trade between 2 markets calculated from their market centers, as long as a country has a trade capacity in a market. It will be able to trade with all markets within trade range. But I am not going, like if I want to go from here to here, or how does it work? I think minus 20% is, like, this is easy because this affects the amount of money you can get. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, can help me maybe even decrease the inflation at some point. And finally, by paying all the debt, we can go 39 crown power. But the thing is that we don't have a lot of members. Yeah, the members look okay. The king can go here, as well as you can go here. Alright, 41. And we annex Jiangsu, and we get even more development and prosperity here, which is at 77. Ah, whose child is this? Oh my god. Is this Hiki Kong? No, this is Hiki Uji. Alright. And the other one is intelligent. Yeah, the proximity is very good. So actually it wouldn't hurt to get the coast provinces in this Ming area. Probably very nice for our trade, probably. Foreign cultural law, what is this? We can see culture's capacity. Let's choose the integrate foreign traditions. Some institution, mostly global trade for 700 ducats, and 8 stability. Yeah, horses are so much missed in all, but horses are probably 1 here, 2, 3, 4 provinces. And let's actually save some money. Ooh, food production, very nice. We're missing horses. Okay, let's raise the army, right? And we also have 100 spy network. We're slightly stronger than them in terms of the levies that we have. Actually, let's check one thing. Can we do any upgrades? Yes, we can. All right, we are ready. On Jiangsu, let's declare war. We can also raise levies. We should. And also, let's use this also. All right, there's no current naval levies. You're gonna go here, and you're gonna go here. Check the morale and the discipline. They have 16. They have 16 and 4.3. They have more and similar. All right, we took the first fort. Let's see how is our compatibility. Okay, so losses very favorable for us. Let's also consolidate, and let's see if we can do at least a majority of horses in our 8, 9, and 12. Okay, so let's see what the horses can do. And they are reinforcing. Okay, but we broke one flank, so we are destroying them. Very good. I think this is gonna be it. We're gonna take a small piece of land, which is worth 100 war score, and we are, yeah, we're gonna finish this war. It also means let's get rid of the same thing as always. So let's create some fiefdoms. Very good. Alright, so it has been, I think, 50 years or something like that, so a lot of development has gone on. Our base stack has already reached nearly 3,000. It's the year 1579, and war on us. But I made an alliance here, so Osakawa is gonna help me. And I believe this province, this city has reached 30, so we can make it into a new city. So now we should move. Let's see, where do we need some population? For example, also this one. Very good. What else? What about this one, or Warju? Yeah, Warju is very close. So let's encourage migration there. I wonder if it would be wise to play as Ming with a naval or not. Have some of you guys played this? Because, I mean, you can benefit from both. This is a very nice artist, actually. For some money, I mean, that is a lot of money. What are you going to use it for? So now the thing is, very nice. And we move more to individualism, which gives us army morale, navy morale, and population migration speed. Lovely. So I think some part of the campaign, like a massive part, as you can see, we are now big. And if you haven't seen this, is because the mic didn't work at the time. But I came here, well, it was a pretty easy war, just nothing important really. Well, they are slightly disloyal, some of my vassals, but it should be okay with time because we can upgrade their rank. We can become an empire with more culture capacity, cabinet seat, possible number of artists, diplomatics, great power score plus 200, and can sign alliance. Well, to sign an alliance, of course I can sign an alliance. I can have more possible rivals, I can support rebels, and I have more mercenaries. And I have another cabinet slot. I'll tell him to integrate some other provinces that we are missing. I'm building universities everywhere. Our literacy is good and bad in the inside of the continent. Alright, another chunk of time has passed. It's already 1635 and this is the situation. I was migrating people here because we are missing peasants. Huge expansion. All of these lands are coarse and the proximity is getting through, I guess. Yeah, it's getting through. What can I say? It's getting through. What is the... Yeah, I need to increase my maritime presence, but I am repairing ships right now. Let me check. Yeah, I will put these to patrol. No, I'm going to split it in half. And I'm going to tell them to patrol the seas 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And the other one with a crown member like yourself can go to patrol the seas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just perfect. Yeah, our income is already at base tax of 5,000. We have become the hegemon. We are great power number 2. So the method is simple, like always go towards stability. Of course, legitimacy, I think the best thing is to have legitimacy high. The faster the better, because it gives a straight crown power, as you can see here. And then stability, then proximity, and then control in the buildings. Our army is at 35, and there is some very nice advances. I think it was something, where is it, that it gives me plus 75% production. Look, the amount of iron, silver, and copper that we are gonna get. Our markets are like this. We have 1, 2, and 3. Let me just, this is worth 2,000, this is worth 2,000 also, this is worth 700, and this is worth 8,000. We are missing pepper, cloves, silvers, and sturdy grains. So let's build the sturdy grains, for example, which also gives food. Let's max out villages, market. Oh, super important, I didn't tell you about. Spiritualist or innovative. Yes, innovative, better. Super important. Look at this. We are starting our first colonies here. There you go. Beautiful colonies. We can upgrade arquebusiers, which is going to cost 1,000 here, and another one 800 here. Okay, let's change urbanization because the Amur estuary really needs it. This is actually a stronghold and I want to get my proximity there, but it is difficult. It is actually difficult. I could make this a city. Also, we are the cultural hegemon and diplomatic hegemon, which is quite nice, and we are surpassing as hell the Great Ming. I'm gonna build lazaretos everywhere because I have the money, and it's gonna bump the demand of books, medicaments, and fiber crops, as well as hospitals. I could use this. Yeah, hospitals are really useful. Yeah, Mercury is in very high demand. And I'm building a couple of important roads just to the corners of my empire, in case I need to go there with my armies. It's gonna reduce the movement cost by 30, which is pretty good, just to the corners. Bro, we are... I don't know how to get rid of Hosokawa. Probably I should do a live game and you can guys help me, because I don't understand a thing here. These guys, well, we are not ally and we are not forming a defensive league, you see. Yes, you see, the margin present is starting to get this better, if you know what I mean. Ooh, Age of Absolutism is here, and it's the first time I do it. So since at some point I'm gonna be fighting Ming, I am gonna go towards the militaristic focus. Okay, so we need to get ready for court and country, which is gonna appear in 8-9 years. But look at this yellow, beautiful thing. There we go, it's nearly 100. I'm gonna make this a city actually, because this market provides a lot of important goods, such as lumber, wild game, and sturdy grains. Legitimacy is so expensive. Nearly earning 2 points. Alright, so time has run out, as you can imagine. So there's a couple of things. I'm thinking of doing live videos someday. I don't know which. Monday, Tuesdays, I don't know. Thank you guys for watching, and I have very bad news. For the next video, which is the third part and last one, I don't know what I did, but I messed up with the game, so I kind of jump into playing as a subject or something, and because it is an Iron Man game, I cannot go back to my Goryeo game. So yeah, my plan was to fight Ming, but I don't know, I'm running out of ideas.